Have you ever felt like you have been pulled into the cyclone of your child's meltdown or tantrum or giant explosion of emotion? If you're human and you're a parent, then I'm guessing you have. We all have, right? I'm talking about the stressful moments when our child is really upset about something is super unfair and they are not able to deal with it. Maybe they're not able to tolerate that frustration, or something has happened with a sibling, and there's an argument and there's a push and pull or some lashing out. Sometimes it's just when our child is really anxious or really fearful or afraid, of something that's coming up or something they need to do. So what I want to talk to you guys about is the fact that with some presence of mind and some learning and maybe even some unlearning, we can get to the space that we need to be in to best support our child's big emotions, where we're able to have a separation, like a gap between our emotional state and the state of our nervous system, which I'll talk about, and our child's, because our child can be going through massive emotions, loud, noisy. It pulls on your heartstrings, tears. Like, we have all been there. You guys know what I'm talking about. It is draining, and it's exhausting for everyone involved. But part of becoming an emotionally intelligent parent is being able to have this time and this separation of energy between us and our child. Because what we want to ideally do for our child is hold the space for them to let out that emotion, to let it splash out, to let it wash out, to get rid of it, to see it through, to release it, not to try and contain it and squash it down, or cage it or control it. And I don't want you guys to get confused with that word control. We talk about learning how to control our emotions, but it's not this, we don't want our child to close it up in a nice little box and put it away and not deal with it and not be upset about that thing, or not be afraid of the thing that's happening or the situation, not be disappointed about something. Like, those emotions are okay. If you guys have watched some of my videos in the past, you will know that I talk a lot about the fact that any and all emotions are okay. They are natural, they are healthy, they are valuable pieces of insight and information. We do not want to squash that in our child. I know it's really hard. Sometimes we just want to say, not now, I'm too busy, I don't want to hear that, it's too stressful. I get that. But I want to explain that there is such empowerment, I guess, and such benefit in being able to have this separation in this space between what's going on with our child and our own emotional state, right? So if we want to get to the space where we are able to witness our child's emotion, big, strong emotions, anger, sadness, fear, anxiety, disappointment, confusion, all of those really unpleasant emotions. I don't want to say negative, but sometimes we call them that. If we can witness that and be around our child and hold that space for them to let out that emotion without ourselves getting caught in the cyclone, like I said at the start, or without, there's a saying, jumping in the pool with somebody. We don't want to jump in the pool with them. That's unhelpful. It can also actually send a message to our child that when you have these big, strong emotions, and that energy that you're feeling within, that rocks my boat. That knocks me off course, and I can't handle that as a parent. That's pretty scary for a child to experience. So we want to show our child that no matter what you go through, no matter how angry or upset you feel, we are here to be what I kind of call the oak tree, right? We're unflappable. What happens with you is okay, really distressing, I know, really upsetting for you, I know, but I am here and I have got us. And I can take that emotion and that energy and that upset or that fear, I can take that and I will help you through it. I kind of sometimes explain to, if I'm coaching parents, I say it's almost like you are helping navigate their little boat through a storm and you come through out the other side. You can't get lost in the storm with them. And again, like I get that these big emotions from our kids pull on our heartstrings. We don't want our child to be afraid. Sometimes we know there's nothing to be afraid of. It's a swimming pool. It's safe. You're fine. Just get in and do the lesson. You've been here so many times before. Or school is fine. You have so many friends. Why are you upset? Da da da. Don't be nervous. Sometimes we know that our child's emotion, our child doesn't have to feel that level of emotion, but to them, that's what they're feeling. We have to validate that and accept that that is their perception of reality. That's what they're experiencing. I said to someone the other day, never, ever invalidate or challenge someone's perception of their reality. If they feel something, if they're experiencing something, that's what they're feeling and experiencing. Goes for your partner or your husband or wife or friend or something, or your kids too. So without falling into the hole with your child, we can witness and we can be with them. We can hold that space and we can have massive amounts of empathy and compassion for how they are feeling without being overtaken by that emotion ourselves. I'm not saying this is easy to do. This is part of becoming an emotionally intelligent parent and raising emotionally intelligent kids, is sending our child that message of, even though you feel like this and it's so upsetting or you are so afraid right now, I am with you and it will be okay. So I want you guys to reflect on that and have a think about, how do you show up with your child when there are big emotions going on? Do you get uncomfortable? Which is understandable. Do you get uncomfortable? Do you try and push it away? Maybe do you walk away? Is that too much for you to handle? Is it too hard for you to witness? Or do you start to blow up and get caught in the storm as well? I would love some comments on this. Put some comments down below. Let's have a conversation. If you guys are on Facebook, head on over and join my community called Let's Raise Emotionally Intelligent Kids. That's where I do a lot of my posts, a lot of my sharing, and a lot of my free classes on Facebook as well. So head over there and I will see you guys next time.